Now this is the living area. In the living area, this sofa is a very old sofa, and they wanted the same sofa to be used because this sofa actually has an extension. It is it is actually a sofa cum bed, and they host a lot of parties. They have a lot of get-togethers, a lot of guests coming over, and then they wanted a place where the way they were comfortable earlier in the old house, they wanted the same arrangement here. So we didn't go for a new sofa. What we did was we just repolished the entire veneer. Upholstery, yes, there were changes as per their liking. So they wanted a mint green shade with a pop of floral element. So that is how you see the furnishing which has been done. But the sofa is an old one. We have just polished it. Even the center table, again, same. It is the old one. We have just refurbished it. Now, moving ahead, if you see in front of me, this is the TV panel. Now, before we start the TV panel, this is a cozy bar unit which we have provided. Now, this has pocket doors and this has multiple arrangements of the storages of your bar area. So I've given a drawer in case if you want to stack something. Then this is an additional tray, like for example, whenever you have parties, you can rest your things here, and then the entire bar unit comes to function. I've gone for a glass shelf, and here I have made this on site. These are the vertical dividers which are there for holding the wine bottles. Now, apart from this, there is also a deep drawer which is again for cutlery, or maybe anything related to bar could be stacked there. So now this bar, you see, it is basically a color of green. This is a bottle green. The laminate which we have used is because bottle green, then there is limitations because these days there are a lot of synthetic dyed veneers available. But I have not, like, I don't use synthetic veneers because what happens is then the color fading and other problem keeps popping up. So rather than that, I preferred going for laminate, and this laminate, the shade which really clicked me was available in merino, so we've gone for merino laminate over here. Then followed by this is the TV unit. Now here, they were very clear that they wanted rattan and veneer, a combination of rattan and veneer. So that is how the TV unit has very minimal storage, but yes, it is all the deep drawers. So on both the sides towards my left and right, you see two deep drawers, and again they are with rattan. So this is not natural rattan. This is basically a textured laminate by Merino, which we have used, which is giving a very good blend with the veneer. And in the center, they were very clear that they want an open slot, so I've not gone for any kind of storage or any kind of shutter over there. Now, this is the lime wash effect, what we have achieved here behind the TV panel, because they were very clear that they wanted something of lime wash. I was actually pro for zinc, but they said no, cleaning point of view. They wanted something, very rustic and something which ages well with the entire old decor. So that is how we have gone for the lime wash wall texture. And then followed by the TV panel, here is the Mandir unit. Now again Mandir, I have gone for antique finish jali along with veneer, again antique knobs, antique handle, and these are again the pocket doors which slide inside whenever required, and the rest is again your entire mandir area. So I've given them few shelves so that they were wanting this kind of arrangement for the mandir area. The main highlight here is the Gayatri mantra. Gayatri mantra is was the first preference, and along with Gayatri mantra, Pichwai form of art also was one of their favorite. So that is how we have a center acrylic Pichwai in place, and then followed by white and wooden decor. Again, for the bottom, I've gone for G7 because this is a stone which is my personal favorite, because this stone is capable of taking any kind of stains. It's very hard. So especially in the puja area, when you have your haldi, when you have your darker shades, and also when you have your diyas, so all this puja elements could cause change of color, or it could give you some stain in the counter. So that is how I prefer using G7. Again, I've given a adjustable tray, again for puja utility. If you want the additional space, you can just roll out the tray and use it. Then there's one more drawer. Then here there is a puffy, which while meditating, or if you want to sit and chant, you can use that, followed by two drawers. So now this is the arrangement of the living decor, where you have your bar unit, we have a TV unit, and we have a puja place. Now puja place, this is exactly as per Vastu in the northeast corner of the house. Also, this becomes at one corner. So even when there are guests, or even when there are a lot of people moving around in the house, the puja place is aloof. It is not getting disturbed by regular movements. Now here there is a balcony, and its balcony has a very beautiful view. I'll be taking you to the tour of the balcony very soon. And again here there is a small circulation space, because this is a lounger. So if somebody just wants to, if there's just one person while watching movies, if you just want to spread out, if you want to just enjoy, so you can comfortably sit here, you can enjoy your movie, you can just stretch, you can spread out your legs, you can sit comfortably, and you can freely move away from here. So the space what I've kept here is around 24 inches, so there's a gap of 2 feet. So what happens is movement becomes very easy. Now especially when there are senior people staying in the house, you should be having a space which is comfortable for them to move in and use, access the sitting space. So that is how we have particularly mentioned that this will be a this will be a space of around 600 that is 2 feet, for a clear passage. Also, when you open the curtains and you just sit here, you can enjoy the view of the balcony. And from the balcony, it is a view of Parsek Hill. So especially when it is monsoon in Mumbai, it rains heavily. So in monsoon days, you can just sit here. You can just open the curtains. You can sit here. You can aram se enjoy your balcony view, even while it is raining heavily. So this is how we have designed the space, so that you get maximum utility out of the space. So even if it's a compact house, you don't realize that it is a compact house, because each and everything, whatever they wanted, are in place. Again, when you see here, this is again a nostalgic old piece which they had in their house, and they were very clear that ye humko chahiye. So that is how we have positioned it here, so that nothing is left out. As much as things which I could you know make them feel comfortable by reusing stuff, we have tried it there. So that's it from my end, for the living room. Thank you.